Are you a Marine, a soldier, a hiker, or a police officer, or anyone else that needs confidence moving over rugged terrain? Well, stay tuned, for on this episode I'll cover a 1,000-mile review of these ARYSE IFAS, a revolutionary exoskeleton device to safeguard you against ankle injuries. Welcome back to the Evolving Warfighter. My name's Dr. Franklin Annis, and for the last 1,030 miles I've been testing this remarkable piece of equipment. It's the ARYSE IFAS, or Internal Functional Atomical Stabilization Technology. What this brace is an exoskeleton that attaches to your ankle and provides artificial ligament to support the two of the major ligaments in your ankle. The beautiful thing about this brace is it aids in injury recovery if you had previous ankle injuries, or more importantly, and to my purpose, it prevents ankle injuries. Now, why is this brace different than other braces? The beautiful thing about the IFAS is it allows for natural range of movement, unlike other braces like ASOs. So this allows you the very nuanced movement of your foot, whether you're out there as an athlete performing on game day, or whether you're a soldier that needs very controlled movement of their ankle and foot when they're out there climbing mountains and covering rough terrain. Unlike other technologies for ankle braces like the ASO, this will not lock the ankle in place. Therefore, wearing the IFAS itself will not harm the ankle like other braces will, or will not weaken the ankle itself. Now, as the range of movement of the ankle becomes more and more severe, more and more the pressure is absorbed by these artificial ligaments that take some of the strain off the natural ligature of your body. Now, I can say during my testing this in the winter, I once stepped on the edge of the path and felt these fully engage. Now, I can't say whether or not I would have sprained my ankle or not in that situation, but I can tell you it's a wonderful sense of security having this device on me, and it gives me confidence when I go out and do ultra-marathon length ruck marches by myself. Now, what type of tests, you may ask, have I been putting this through? Well, for the last 9 months I've been really pushing it to extreme and testing this device to see if it could be adapted for the tactical athlete or the soldier itself. The only major modification that was required for this brace was the removal of the neoprene sleeve and addition of this little pad that I'll talk about later. But other than that, I've been able to do some pretty extreme things with this during training. So I've ruck marched or hiked more than 1,000 miles in this. That includes taking it out on a single day ruck march of 62 miles over the course of more than 17 hours. So I can say I have worn this for extreme lengths of time, and I haven't had issues with the device causing any type of injury to me. I've tested it with every type of weight of wool sock out there, and I can say it's fully compatible with wool socks. I've tested it down to below freezing temperatures, all the way up to near 3-digit temperatures, as you see me sweating today. Additionally, I've tested this in wet weather environments, whether I've been hiking through thunderstorms or doing shallow river crossings and then continuing the march for several hours afterwards in wet socks. I can tell you that the IFAS won't cause any additional injuries outside of what you would get if you just stay in wet socks for too long. So I can say this device is fully capable of military service. Now, you may ask what the cost of the IFAS is, and if you look on the ARYSE website, you'll find that they sell them for $54 individually or $99 per set, and it just makes sense to buy them as a pair just to make sure that both of your ankles are protected. If you used a discount code at the bottom of the screen, you can save yourself 10%. This is an affiliate's code, so I appreciate anyone using it as a portion of your purchase. Will come back to me and help me with my personal training and to test these products for you. Now, while the IFAS as a set costs about $90 with the discount, I can say what they save you is far greater than that. Now, if you imagine you're a private citizen out there, you're out there training, if you injure an ankle out on the trail, it may cost you more than $90 to get back to a safe location. Certainly you have medical expenses to have your ankle evaluated by a medical provider, and then any lost labor that you may encounter for days of missing work. So individually, it just makes sense to buy them if you're engaging in recreation activities such as long-range hiking or rucking, and you just want that extra level of safety. Now, organizationally, in terms of the Department of Defense, I can say that the DoD loses thousands of man-days of labor per year due to ankle injuries. So this lightweight, low-cost technology could, in theory, return back millions of dollars to the U.S. government in avoided hours lost in terms of labor and in terms of avoided medical expenses. Additionally, when we talk about combat troops or troops located in combat environments, obviously it's more than just recovering the cost of labor or the cost of medical providers, but it's having those troops be available and avoid injuries so they're ready to go out and engage in their operations without interruptions due to medical injury. And that itself, in terms of price, really can't be measured in any meaningful way other than say it's a high priority to maintain our combat readiness out there. I can say, having lasted more than 1,000 miles, these ARYSE IFAS has exceeded all my expectations. I didn't expect them to last this long, but due to the wear that's currently on these devices, I can say that this set will last me several hundred miles even more. So I expect these devices to last longer than the minimum time that I would expect out of a premium combat boot, such as a Rocky S2V tactical boot that I recently tested and had about 1,000 miles service life. As far as the boots that I've tested this with, I've tested this in a premium boot. I've tested it with the Rocky S2V Enhanced Jungle Boot. Amazing boot. I definitely recommend it for anyone out there looking for a new pair of combat boots. And I've tested it for about 200 miles with the Rocky basic level entry boot, the hot weather boot. It's something that may be issued to soldiers when they enter military service. Now, as far as being a soldier out there, if you're responsible for your own equipment or replacing it, I would tell you it's always worthwhile to invest in a premium combat boot. However, if you're an enlisted soldier out there and you can get your boots for free from Uncle Sam, I would encourage you to consider maybe purchasing an IFAS to protect your ankles more instead of going out and investing in a premium boot. Combining the IFAS with the basic entry boot, I can tell you it still gives you that extreme comfort and confidence of ankle protection without having to spend the several $100s on the premium boot. Now here's what the ARYSE IFAS looks like after more than 1,000 miles. Now we can see there is some slight discoloration. We have some of the paint knocked off the furniture there, some light surface rust, and the shoelaces are looking a little rough. But all that is mostly cosmetic, not impacting the functionality whatsoever. The actual area that's showing the most amount of wear is in the cabling system here. It seems like the outside of that cable wears really fast against the rough inside of my boots. However, I can say that the internal aspect of that cable doesn't show any signs of wear whatsoever, and that still allows that artificial ligament system to function without issue. Now, ARYSE is working on a future design to allow this piece to be replaceable, and if that's the case with new cordage system and new laces, you could easily have a system that could outlast several pairs of boots in terms of their longevity. Now the pad you see here, I've been testing for about 400 miles. Originally the IFAS comes with a neoprene sleeve and it works well for an athletic purpose. However, I found that in combat boots it just simply trapped too much moisture and caused blisters. However, ARYSE has worked with me to test several different types of padding, and I really enjoy the current padding that they've sent me. And they are also working on a way of attaching this using more than just adhesive tape to ensure the longevity of the product. I'm extremely happy with these devices and I highly recommend them. I'm so happy I ran across this company 9 months ago, and I had a chance to help provide feedback in terms of how to adapt this from an athletic device into a device to help the tactical athlete out there. I truly believe that this will be a device that will be considered standard issue for soldiers in the coming years, just because the low cost, low weight, and the extreme cost saving and injury prevention that it provides. For myself, as I continue my ultra marathon length marching career, I will always wear these when I'm out training. It just provides me a great sense of confidence that I don't have to worry about ankle injuries along the way, and I can go out there, do extreme things, and make sure that I get home safely. So if you're out there and you work in a profession that takes you over uneven terrain and you want more confidence to either safeguard against a repeated injury or prevent injury in the first place, I highly encourage you to take a look at the ARYSE IFAST. So thank you for your time. I hope you found this video enjoyable. For more videos on product reviews connected to hiking, more videos about military self-development or military history, I encourage you to subscribe to the Evolving Warfighter. Until next time, focus on your self-development so we can dominate the modern battlefield. I'll see you out on the trails.